Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Buckeyes of all ages, you are now tuning into the Boomcast. Introducing first, it's your host, NFL vet, Buckeye legend, Daniel Boom Herron. Accompanying him is the Boom Squad. First up, from the presidential penthouse, we got former coal miner, fitness industry expert, Mr. Corey Gregory. Over here at the Tyler Sports Zone, we have Athens' very own Tyler Treadway. Then we got Philo's very own Mr. Tyler T. Lever. And then, of course, here's the doghouse. I'm the graphic gangster Cole Susak. To my right is the king of Web3 Trayvon the Air. And you are now tuning in to the Boomcast. The Boomcast is brought to you by Max for Muscle and Sam Adams Beer. Let's go to the show.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Boomcast. That is the Boom Squad. I'm your boy, Corey G, and that is Daniel Boom Herron. And we are back. Wow. Transfer portal like crazy. Let me puff this smoke real quick.
It's basically like the college version of free agency. That's what
Yes.
we're
100%.
That's exactly what's going on. Cole, you had breaking news?
Yeah, there is breaking news. According to College Football Report, there's news coming out that University of Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh, they were working to get a 5-year, $11 million per year extension because they don't want him to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
So that's coming out. That's being in the works right
They're
now.
just embracing all this stuff even at another level.
Yep.
Jeez.
So
What do you guys think about this perspective? Is it really just the NCAA coming after him? Because he's probably one of the only head coaches at this level at least, and now they're number one, and they're in the playoff, one of the only Power 5 head coaches saying we should do revenue sharing with the players. And now the
is that one of
NCAA
his
is like,
things he's standing on?
NCAA is like, whoa.
Which is, I can appreciate him doing that.
For sure.
You know, I'm not a fan.
The team up north name aside, but like NCAA is
That's
like, wait a minute,
interesting.
you're talking about our money is what they think, right?
Right.
So is this I don't want to say witch hunt, but like, because we know Michigan does dumb shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
They've been doing something right for the last 3 years, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no kidding, right? What do you think about Chip going in the Kyle McCord going in the portal, which is obviously the initial big news, but I don't think anybody's really – I was a little surprised, but I'm actually kind of happy.
Ain't nobody stressed about it.
No.
You know,
But seeing Julian and Chip go in it were two I was a little bit surprised about.
honestly, Julian's didn't really surprise me. I think if anything, he waited too late to do it.
yeah.
You know, if he was going to transfer, he probably should have transferred 2 years ago. You know,
Or a year ago.
or a year ago.
Yeah.
You know, obviously he's dealt with a lot of injuries and things like that. So, but when you have, you know, multiple 5 stars coming in every year, that's hard to, you know,
100%.
that's hard. Like, it's hard to compete, you know.
Especially
you got
getting healthy.
Yeah. When you're not healthy and you can't get on the field, you know, and show what you're capable of doing, and you got a 5-star coming in who's fresh legs and everything, and he hungry to show what he offers, it's tough. So his situation was kind of like, you know, maybe it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I got 1 year left. Let me go somewhere where I can get a lot of reps. Obviously, we got a deep wide receiver room. We got the number 1 player who's a receiver is coming in next year. We had, 3 5-stars came in last year.
there's some
so
dudes.
it's like,
So really for him, it makes the most sense to go be the 1 or 2 somewhere at a smaller program potentially to be able to get reps for the league.
it necessarily don't have to be a smaller school. I mean, if you just find a school that's, you know, say they don't got. First off, find
They
somewhere.
say got what we got.
First off, find somewhere where you know you're gonna have a quarterback that can get you the ball.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and go somewhere where they like to throw the ball. You know, I wish him luck though. You know, his career he kind of just had injuries and it really just didn't pan out for him. But I mean, him transferring, you know, I'm not mad at him about it. I just wish he probably would have did it. You know, maybe like I said, probably last year. You know, far as Chip, I didn't get that one. Like,
I was surprised by that one.
I was a little surprised, but also we don't really know what's going on in the facility right now. What they're telling them, you know, once the season's over, you know, you kind of had that meeting with your running back coach, or
tell us what happens, Boom.
with your position coach, and kind of just like, you know, kind of tell you like how we gonna go as far as moving forward? Like, okay,
They kind of tell you what time it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much why from what I hear, that's why Kyle McCord went on ahead and dipped out because I hear that he wanted Ryan Day to commit to him being the starter next year, but
If he was committing to get fired,
I mean,
Yeah, just heard that the other day too. Maybe like even his dad might have been in on that meeting.
supposedly, I don't know this, so
Yeah.
just rumors.
Sure.
the thing with Kyle McCord, Boom, could go somewhere definitely that is like, I don't know, could play to his strengths more or whatever, and he could mature and end up being a great, maybe not great, but a better quarterback. It was just, I think the situation was too big for him.
I get that, but at the same time, you were the starter at Ohio State. You won 11 games. Okay, there's new guys coming in every year. If you don't want to compete, you know, then hop in the portal. That's basically what it, in my opinion, what it comes down to. I mean, obviously, could he go to a better system? You know, I think our system at Ohio State is really not for him. You know, I think he's more of a pocket guy.
Yep.
You know, and we need a guy who's mobile, who can run and throw it. You know what I'm saying? Throw off the run. You know, options, all that crazy stuff that they doing now.
Yeah.
So I mean, in my opinion, I just, you know, when you see a guy like that, the first question, if he has the opportunity to go to the to the NFL draft, I mean to the combine, they're probably gonna ask like, why did you leave Ohio State? You were the starter. Did you not want to compete? Like,
Yeah,
that's.
I mean, think about your running back room. It would be like you guys didn't really have the option to do that, but it gives you like, I don't want to say an easy out, but to some degree,
Oh, it definitely gives
like
you
you go, I got Brandon
So-
Sane, you got Beanie, you had a gang of studs in that room.
So guys may think that the transfer portal is the easy way out, but it's really hit or miss. You know, not everybody gonna get in that portal. It's gonna be guys that get in that portal and they're gonna have a rude awakening that these schools, you got over, I think it's over 2,000 kids that's in the portal.
I think it's more than that. It might be double. It might be like 4,000.
Yeah, it might be,
Nice.
but again, at the same time, this is hurting high school kids as
Big
well.
time.
100%.
You know,
We saw
Yeah.
that with a couple local guys.
like a lot of kids like, okay, I'm not getting the opportunity. I'm not getting a scholarship from Ohio State. I'm not getting a scholarship from Michigan or these bigger schools. And it's like, I seen somebody say something today, like, you know, you might be mad that you're getting a scholarship from a MAC school, but if you got an opportunity to go play, you got a full scholarship, and you know you're gonna have
You
some
better
film.
take it.
You got to take it.
Take it.
It like takes away all the recruiting opportunities for
Oh.
these kids. Like I have a personal kid that I've trained forever trying to go to a MAC school, and they're like, well, I can get a kid who was at another school, already has 2 years of development, and then I'm going to get him. He's already kind of built for the system. Why would I take an 18-year-old who's never played college football when I can get a 20-year-old who already knows what it's about?
Or a 23-year-old,
Right,
or a
yeah.
24-year-old.
I mean, in the
Yeah.
age of that,
you
yeah.
know, it's just crazy how
The strategy's completely different.
It's a big business now. Everybody got to understand it.
Hey, well,
college
it's always
football-
been a big business.
Yeah, it's always been a big business, but now it's hey, it's out now.
Yeah.
you know, it's not behind doors no more.
No,
it's
for sure.
It's big business. But you know, as far as I mean, the only people that really stood out as far as the transfer on ours is Kyle McCord and Chip. I mean, all the other guys, I can understand why they made their moves. I kind of hate it for Evan Pryor because I did like him. He's another guy that just went through some injuries, whatnot. But I think he kind of made a smart move of hopping in the portal because you know, he can just get like a fresh start now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like where he can go somewhere, kind of find a home, which is he's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's good. He just had some injuries. Then, you know, we got a lot of backs, especially if Travion is coming back. You know, you got Hayden. He's
He's a dog,
shit,
bro.
He started in the national,
Yeah.
not the national championship, but in the playoff game.
Yeah.
You know, 2 years ago. So it's like, you know,
We got better because of this, though. I mean, right? Because the guys that need get it on the field There's no like you got Aaron Nolan coming in. You got these other guys that are sitting behind Kyle McCord. Like, I mean, I feel like we're gonna get better.
I mean, at the end of the day, Ohio State is gonna always make the right moves to make sure that Ohio State is good. You know, never. You know, I kind of see a lot of people saying, you know, we're going down, whatever, not. It's like, man, we got the number. I think we got the number 2 recruiting class right now. If you don't think that we're not gonna get some guys from the transfer portal, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get guys. The team might look a lot different next year, but
Yeah,
we
There's gonna be
still
some
Ohio
dudes.
State. You know,
Yeah.
we still gonna have the guys. We still gonna, you know, be competing for the Big Ten championship and the national championship. That's
Yeah.
every year.
That's it.
You know, if you look at how we bounced back after everything that happened in 2011, if that happened to most schools,
Oh,
they gonna be in the dumps for years. You know, we kind of bounced back. Like the next year, we went 12-0.
Yeah.
And the year after that,
Yep.
what we did?
Sammy Watkins in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna talk about that.
Sorry,
we
sorry. All
ain't gonna
right.
talk about
Yeah.
the Clemson days.
Yeah.
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 But speaking of Clemson, they didn't fell off like
The
they
Herron.
done
Fell off
fell
big
off.
time.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But you've never seen Ohio State fall off like that,
no.
where it's like, okay, it's gonna take us 3 to 5 to 6 years to bounce back. No, Michigan had a damn near 20-year.
Yo, they fell off for
You know?
20.
So when people be
Yeah.
talking crazy, it's like, what are y'all talking about? Like,
Yeah.
Ohio State hasn't had a down year legitimately. Like, we had a down year to
Except
1 year
just
because
Fickle's year, that's it.
everything that had went on.
Yeah.
You know, other than that,
That's
when
it.
last time we had a bad year, a losing season? It hasn't happened.
I can't even remember the last time we dropped
Right.
2 games.
90s probably.
Yeah, besides Fickle's year. But
Yeah.
that was a shit show just because of so many different things.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the playoff then? What you all want to think about that?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of was kind of.
No, it's good. I'm just interested that they're like the top 4 now that obviously we're out.
Uncle Shannon Sharp said it don't matter. He said, I don't care what seed. No grape seed, no mustard seed, no 4 seed. He said, Bama in 2. He said,
Yeah.
that's it.
I mean,
I think they got the heat right now. Although Michael Penix is an absolute stud, but
Dude, he's a
Bama just
freak.
look like they got
But-
something to prove.
I'm gonna tell you something about the Washington team. I agree with you. They have a fire offense, but have they played a defense like Alabama's or or Texas or they haven't, or even Michigan?
Yeah.
They haven't, and they can put points up, but
Can they stop points?
can they stop it? So it's like it's gonna be a challenge for them. I do think, in my opinion, I do think Alabama will beat Michigan. In my opinion, why is because you look at our situation. We kind of struggled, in my opinion, a little bit in the secondary. I think Bama has a pretty good, strong secondary. And obviously, I think the main issue is the quarterback position. They got a dog at quarterback.
He is a dog.
Who is an athlete.
Yep.
He's a guy who can run. He can run it. He can pass it.
That throw against
But-
Auburn was
I think that the
Awesome.
biggest thing is, like, if you go back and watch the Michigan Ohio State game, if we had a running quarterback, there's plenty of times where if we had a running quarterback, he could just take off. Like, I was thinking about, like,
throw
man,
TP's ass in there.
can
It'd
you-
have been a wrap.
bro.
Yeah.
I was. It's funny you say that because last night I just so happened to be watching. I think it was a 2010 year, or no. I was actually watching the Sugar Bowl when we played against Arkansas, and how many times TP took off and how fast he was and his stride. I was just like,
Yeah, he looks like he's jogging.
Bro,
That's
this
what we
is-
talked about.
this is
He
crazy.
doesn't look like he's running fast.
Like, I guess I never just really, maybe because I was playing, but just to like,
Because you were there.
yeah, there and to go back and like watch
It's crazy.
how he was just able to just like, okay, they bringing pressure. Oh, I'm about
You
to
could
take
not
off.
camp out on him, bro.
Oh.
I mean,
Guys is falling over trying to get to him, bro. It was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So like when you take that threat out and the ball isn't even on the spots it's supposed to be on, and that's like the main. It just, I don't know. I just don't think we really scared anybody.
Yeah, I just
I think they were
No,
scared
yeah.
of TP. They were scared of Braxton.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I mean, even JT Bear to take off on
Yeah.
you.
100%.
You know?
JT, yeah.
He was a dog.
Yeah.
He was like kind of an
He's-
underrated runner.
Yeah.
There was a lot of time where he'd get in there,
His
he'd
stats
get
are
great
crazy,
first
bro.
downs. Like he was a good runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
For
like
sure.
the good thing about the transfer portal is now you get your chance to go get a guy like that because guys like Washington State's quarterback,
Oh,
Arkansas's
let's
quarterback,
talk about all
everybody.
that.
Man,
They're kind of.
if we can get him,
That dude can play.
You get
I
a
never
chance
watched
to look
him.
at these guys. You got Cam Ward, KJ Jefferson. Like these guys are good mobile quarterbacks. Like KJ Jefferson's like 250 pounds. Like imagine that in Ohio State offense.
have you
Cardale.
watched the film on him?
He's a dog.
He
He's
nice?
He's I ain't gonna compare him to TP, but he's magical like TP.
And
Like,
he's a
seriously.
big dude.
Like he be having guys running in circles trying to get him.
See, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
a scrambler for sure, and he could thread the needle.
Two things, if we just really were missing, is pressure on the quarterback and on our defense and our offensive quarterback being able to run. Those are two things that are staples at Ohio State and have been for a really long time. We ran the ball well, so that's the other staple.
Yeah.
But the reality is we didn't have a dual threat quarterback, and we weren't pressuring the offensive quarterback, Chase Young, Bosa type days. Those are two things that kept coming up that we're used to that we just didn't have happening,
Man,
and it loses the pop.
yeah. I got a feeling, man, that within like the next, I say 2-3 years, we're gonna win the national championship. Because when stuff like this happens, when the guy's transferring, you have a down year, and I feel like Ryan Day is gonna he gonna have a run where it's like
He's like, "Fuck you, I'm about to show it now."
he gonna have a run where we pop. He gonna pop Michigan multiple times, and I just got a feeling. I could be biased.
Well, no, I think with the dudes coming in and, like, I think the players who are choosing to stay who are all fucking in. Like, I know Devin Brown, whenever we got to see him, wasn't, like, the best or whatever. He's in that quarterback competition. But him just posting the picture of fucking burning the boats, saying I'm fucking all in.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
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 Say that.
Ooh, why the fuck
Yeah,
with
he just
that?
posted the picture, didn't say
Like,
anything
I'm
about
here,
it.
I'm a Buckeye.
Like, that's the type of shit where a year like this and,
fuck with
losing to
that.
Michigan 3 times in a row, now it's going to turn where now they're the underdogs. Because Ohio State's always been on top. They haven't been hungry. They don't have a reason to be hungry. But a year like this and with those guys and everyone fucking leaving, there's like who's
So you
who's
agree
ready
with
to-
me then?
I fuck
Yes,
with that.
100%. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I think the culture, it has to change, and I think a lot of it's going to come down to the players. Like the players got to be fucking sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to be tired of it.
Oh yeah.
So like getting good dudes coming in and like seeing like all the commits and everything, basically saying like I'm all in on this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a whole flip.
kind of what we had talked about before too, Boom, is like, having an Ohio kid that's a 3 or 4 star that's hungry. We need to quit. I know we need the 5-star guys but we need guys that want to come, that want to stay here, that are going to work like they're a 3-star, but we can build them to a 5-star guy.
What's crazy is, honestly, I think the 3-star guys make the 5-stars guys better.
Yeah.
Because they got the chip on their shoulder. The 5-star guys are the guys who they kind of already know, it's almost like being a first rounder and like, okay, there's a big difference between a guy going first round and 6th round. Trust me, I know. And when you go into the office, obviously everybody's working hard, but that guy that's on that bubble,
You got something else to prove,
he
man.
got a lot to prove, and he's gonna push that guy that's in front of him. Ask Beanie, I did. That was our thing.
Yeah.
I made sure I pushed him, because I want.
How many
even though-
stars you have?
Huh? I was a 4-star.
He was 4, and Beanie
He-
was obviously a 5.
5-star.
Right? Yeah.
Even though he was the guy.
yeah.
You think I was just sitting back, relaxing, and just waiting? No,
Hell no.
we gonna compete.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn as much as I can from you. And when it's my time.
And when you stack it like that, that's what can, like, come on, man.
But that's what these kids don't. They're not coming up like that no more.
But that's
It's
why
all
we
about-
have to pick dudes like that going to be in the room.
But the culture, that it has to be the culture, and it got to be the culture like that when they're recruiting these guys too. It ain't all about the money. You know what I'm saying? The good thing is when you ball out at Ohio State, the money's gonna come.
You're going to get paid.
You know what I'm saying?
Even when you weren't allowed to, you still go like the money's still gonna find it to you.
We ain't gonna speak on it, but yeah. So you got to find the guys that really want to be here. That's really gonna lock into what we're building here, what we've built here. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the culture, be a part of the history, because Ohio State has great history. I mean, you look at, okay, we've lost to Michigan the last 3 years, but at the same time, we sending multiple guys getting drafted. We sending a guy to the Heisman almost every year.
Yeah.
We won offense and defensive rookie the last couple years. Like, you look at the big picture of the business side of this,
Insane.
and you understand, like, I don't got to tell you much as a recruit. Just go look at your history. Go on Google and research what's going on at Ohio State. And can other schools really compare to it? You could say schools like Miami back in the day. Now, they can't.
Yeah.
That was another thing. I seen a kid that was committed to Ohio State just picked Miami. Oh, I know what time you on. You want to you want to go to college, have a good time, party, and do all that other stuff. You ain't trying to get to the league. Come on, man. Take a break.
Fire over here. What you got,
That's
Cole?
good. No, I think everything agrees.
Not bad.
Like, I mean, going back.
That's good.
So going back to Kyle McCord, I think it was the best decision for both parties, 1,000,000%. There's talks about him he was meeting with Nebraska.
That's interesting.
So
I wonder if he was going to stay in the Big Ten.
yeah.
So my question to you, Boom, is like, I'm a MAC football fan.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Obviously. OU's getting trashed right now in the portal. Both our running backs, 2 receivers, and our quarterback. Our quarterback's already got offers from Wake Forest and BYU.
Tyler's whole offense is in the portal.
We're toast. Yeah.
Hey, you can clap for the Buckeyes next year.
So
But it's crazy. You don't see nobody really talking about it though.
no, but here's my point is like UCLA.
No. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying, as being Ohio State, they see, okay, we got all these guys in the portal. Like, we're the only school that got guys in the portal.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Everyone's
what?
got it.
Everybody got guys in the portal. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like, that plays to my point. Like, so you look at UCLA, their quarterback and running back this year came from MAC schools. Like, Minnesota's quarterback came from a MAC school. All these kids from MAC schools go there, ball out, and then it's just like your whole team gets decimated. It's one of 2 things. Actually, it's one of 3 things. The first thing is these kids ball out, and then they go to not Ohio State, but they'll go to BYU. They'll go to a bigger school, West Virginia, and they'll, like, contribute. Or they, like, ain't got it, and they're going, like, D2. The third one is the kid that thinks that he should be going to Ohio State and ends up realizing nobody really wants him.
Yep.
But there's a lot of that going on. These teams are able to build, like, it plays to the advantage of Ohio State. Like, now they can go look at these guys in the portal. But, like, where does a guy – this is my original question for you. Where does a guy like Chip go? Like, you did it at Ohio State. You proved that you can do it. Now, like, there's not really a level above Ohio State. So are you going to go down? Or, like, what do you do?
That's why I honestly don't understand what made him transfer. I mean, you got Maya, who entered the draft.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't like Travion had the opportunity to. Obviously, I think he's staying now. So
He said he was. I think like a lot of it was like that. Travion said he was staying, and I think like when you said like bring up like the running backs coaches meeting at the end, like I think it's obvious that Travion is the running back. He is the dude.
Yeah.
So I would think in the future next year he's going to be the guy that gets the reps. He's RB1.
Yeah.
I think Chip is just like, let me go be RB1 at a slightly smaller school and just get more reps than I would have back in Travion.
it's not
so
like-
I can get the film, so I can go to the league or I can get to the combine and shit.
Because it's also not like Chip didn't have a role. You knew
Exactly,
everyone knew what
Yeah.
his role was. If he
Yeah.
was on the field, we knew what was happening. But also with who we got Hayden in the running back room
Yeah.
too.
And
He's
honestly,
going to be a dog.
in my opinion, I think he's going to be a guy that we see a lot next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that
Especially now.
that may have been the message to Chip, is like, they might, for all we know, they might have told him like, hey, test the market if you want
Yeah.
to.
It
'Cause
might,
this-
those conversations might be
Oh,
legit
no,
like that.
no, I'm
bro.
telling you, I
They
know
gotta
how
be.
they are.
Yeah.
It could have been a thing where probably the same thing
See
with
what's
Ryan.
out there for you.
Same thing with McCord. They
Yeah.
probably told him like, hey, this was gonna be going on. If you want to test that market and go hop in that portal, be our guest. But I feel like Ohio State is on some look. Nobody has a guaranteed position no more. Everybody has to earn their shit now. Everybody has to come and compete. And if you ain't trying to compete, then jump your ass in the motherfucking portal. I feel like that's what Ohio State's
100%.
message is right now to all the guys. And for the guys who want to compete and the guys that want to fight for their stuff, they're going to stick around. But the guys that can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. I think that's what they message has been.
Yeah, I mean,
In respect to how quickly that conversation's taken place, like once they saw that the playoff countdown was, Buckeyes were definitely out and number 7. Even they said the next day, Kyle McCorder that night, the news came out. It seems like those conversations are happening real quick. So
Yeah.
I mean, it just is what it is.
I think it's between that and also obviously NIL now. So you might have some guys who. So say you at Ohio State and you have a school like say, I don't know, Toledo, OU. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't really getting nothing here on the NIL side. And they're like, yo, well, if you come here, we don't got a lot, but we got a little bit more than what you getting over there. And you're going to be able to play.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, don't matter where you playing at. NFL, if you could ball, they going to come get you. I done seen plenty of guys get drafted from HBCUs.
Yep.
And they not even on TV on Saturdays sometimes. So it ain't about – I think a lot of these kids are getting confused, obviously on getting the money and stuff like, getting money from NIL and obviously competing. I came up in the era where, hey, best man get the job, so compete,
you came into a situation with a clear first-round draft pick.
Man, I came into a situation where Pitt didn't even enter the draft yet. So at
Yeah,
the
that's
time-
true.
So
Hold on, we got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And we're back. Cool.
All right, yeah. So I just have this is just an open idea. I think with this whole NIL portal stuff, you got guys going from big schools to small schools and stuff like that. I think it's time for maybe the Bobcats, maybe the Youngstown State Penguins, and the Buckeyes to come to an allegiance of basically, hey, you send us your dudes, we'll send you the guys that we don't want, basically.
I mean,
or who can.
OU's number one
And
receiver came from
because
Ohio
I'm
State.
going to say, if I'm Ohio State right now and I want some Ohio dudes, I'm going to fucking Youngstown State, and I'm taking all the kids, especially from the Ohio Valley. You saw them when they played in the shoe.
Yep.
They want to be there. They wish that they were on that sideline, basically watching. I'm going to them.
You know what's happening is Youngstown, OU, these MAC schools, it's becoming AA.
Yeah, 100%.
And so, I don't know how OU's set up, but if they had legit NIL money, not Ohio State NIL money, but some, to Boom's point, you could pull a guy that's borderline, get him 4 racks a month or whatever to be your linebacker with the thoughts that he's going Columbus State, Ohio State. Everyone does this shit. It's the same stuff, bro. And that's what they're doing anyway. But why not make it formal, informal?
Hey, because what if Ohio State's like, hey, we'll toss you some money too.
That's what I'm saying. That's
get this going.
probably what's going to be happening if it's not already happening.
Bro,
It makes sense, right?
You think about it. We pay schools to come play us.
That's what I'm saying. So why not give them $1 million to?
So you don't want to give a player or something?
Yeah. But I mean, it goes both ways, right? The guys that have had injuries, like a Julian Fleming or whatever, and they go, well, shit, I'll go play in the MAC. I'll be in the MAC championship the next 2 years. I can ball. I'm going to go to the league. I mean, I just think it can go both ways.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
OU's number one receiver, Sam Wiglus, came from Ohio State.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm
just saying, let's get some shit on paper. Let's figure this out.
Guys who have entered the portal from Ohio State. I mean, some schools have got lucky.
Hell yeah.
Joe Burrow, Jameson. I mean, we got multiple guys that have went on and played well. But then you have some guys who hopped in there and it didn't pan out. You know?
Because, imagine this on recruiting. You got a dude coming in, maybe he's a 3-star, 4-star. He's like, Ohio State's like, hey, listen, maybe you don't fit our team right now. We're tight with the Youngstown State guys. Why don't you go to Youngstown State, play for a year, develop, and then we'll talk about you coming over.
100%.
Imagine that.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Imagine
that's
that.
what that's clearly.
It could be some deals like that,
Right?
Like, okay, we're gonna send you over there. We're gonna send you with some money too.
Yeah,
over there.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So that was like part of the mystery behind the Michigan, like Central Michigan, how they were able to have somebody on the sideline was
Exactly.
Michigan said, hey, we'll send you a couple guys who we're not ready for yet. You develop them, and then we'll get them in the transfer portal.
Hey,
But
then,
just let us have Connor Staggs
And let
on
us
the
put a-
sideline
let's
in
put
the
a spy on
meantime.
the sideline.
Because then imagine literally if Ohio, the state of Ohio, had an allegiance, right? So you got the Ohio State's the major school, all the ballers are there. You go down to OU, we got a partnership with OU, Youngstown, Akron, all these dudes. Toledo, fuck you. Just like go with Michigan. We know you want to be up there anyways.
Yeah, fuck you,
So
Toledo.
it's literally Ohio against the world. We're
Well,
building an Ohio empire.
Because those teams know they're not competing against Ohio State anyway.
yeah,
so
and
why
all those
not?
dudes want to be at Ohio State.
Yes.
Like that's where they want to go.
It's going to improve those programs
Just saying,
along
just
the way,
tossing
too.
it out there.
Yeah.
NCAA, you want to talk to me? Let's talk.
So,
for the idea.
They'll take your call tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
how do we even look at the bowl game?
Who brought that up?
Yeah, that's the part that sucks. So, my uncle lives in Georgia, and we live in Ohio. We're talking about going to Myrtle Beach for the bowl game. We don't have any of our running backs. We don't have receivers, and we just lost our quarterback. So why am I going to go watch a bowl game?
I think the portal shit needs to happen after a certain amount of bowl games or something.
Miami Redhawks just won the MAC championship.
Was that surprising to you?
Yeah, because they were underdogs.
Did you go to the game?
Toledo was good. No.
I was thinking about that because I was like, if you went to the game and you didn't tell me, I think I would have been upset.
Was it in Detroit?
No.
in Detroit?
Yeah, it was in Detroit.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's always
Miami.
in the Detroit area.
Yeah.
And Miami won. I went last year when OU lost to Toledo. But, yeah, so Miami's starting quarterback got hurt. Their backup came in, won them the MAC championship, and then entered the portal. So now they're going to be on their third-string quarterback. So from a conference standpoint, the MAC is sending these teams to bowl games. Like you win the MAC, you get the premier bowl game out of all the MAC teams. Now they're bad representation because they got a third-string quarterback. So it just makes these conferences look like shit. You got, for Ohio State, you're not going to have Kyle McCord. You're going to have Devin Brown.
And Marv ain't playing either, is he?
No,
He's not playing?
I would doubt it.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah, I mean,
But
But the product that you're putting on the field for OU is what?
subpar.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys that are out there, we had a backup quarterback last year in the Barstool Bowl and were able to win. So it can happen, but it definitely puts you at a detriment.
It's just not the guys that the fans are used to watching this
Yep.
year
yeah.
that are,
like I
those-
mean,
Well,
like
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say legitimately, like let's just make this formal and say, after the national championship, then we have a free agency period.
Yeah.
I like
let's
that.
just do that. Make it way better. Because honestly, the Ohio State game, it's a whole different team now. Literally, we're gonna be watching a whole different team this year.
So
it could be a good preview of next year. Where it's like, where the hell were this guy's at all year?
Well, and what if Kyle McCord goes and balls out and feels different after the bowl game? Or as stock goes up for the portal, then we're
Exactly.
just not having it. I don't know.
I think Ryan Day was kind of speaking on that as far as how we end up having, we end up playing in the Rose Bowl, and that led to us finding out who Marvin Harrison was.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of knew who he was, but he went crazy.
Just really seeing it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see one who's playing quarterback. Are we going to see Devin Brown? Is this Devin Brown's a really good shot to say I got potential for this upcoming year? Also, these young wide receivers, get him in. C.J. Hicks, get him at linebacker. Because I'm pretty sure Steele and Eichenberg are probably going to play in this, although they did declare, right? So
It's still he's a senior, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he ran on senior day, yeah.
So getting the younger guys in and just
Well,
let's see what this is like.
Isn't that what happened to Jackson Smith? I mean, he basically had some crazy amount of yards when all them dudes either sat or whatever.
The Rose
And
Bowl
that-
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went freaking
250 yards or
Yep.
something. And I'm
Him
pretty
and
sure because
Marv-
he was hurt pretty much the whole last
Yes.
year, so he got drafted on that.
Bro,
Legit.
him and Marv went
Crazy,
absolutely
right?
Nuts.
Yeah.
And CJ, obviously, he had a great year that year, but he went crazy. He went crazy.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So my question to you guys is: okay, you have your guys who who are coming back. Do you tell them sit out this game and let the younger guys do their thing?
I think it's
And let's just get ready for next year, or
I wouldn't say him sit out. I would say be prepared to try to get these young dudes in. But now, this is your guys' team. If you guys are coming back, Now you guys basically have to step up and be the leadership and get these young dudes ready. That's probably what I would be talking to him about.
All right, so like Travion, would you make Travion play? That's what I'm saying. Like guys like that.
He's also been dealing with injuries and stuff like that. I think that would his like position would be a good spot to get Hayden more reps.
I would
get the running back more reps.
If you ask me, I would let Hayden start this game and let him just rock out.
Yep.
And because if Travion's coming back, obviously we want to play our games, but it's like we want you to be healthy for next year.
Yeah.
We know. So why, like this bowl game? It's almost like,
yeah.
Well, but then you're taking away from what the bowl game even is, and it's the fucking Cotton Bowl, which used to be, looked
deal.
upon.
But it ain't no more.
I know.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking about a guy like C.J. Hicks. C.J. Hicks is the guy that mostly
your start.
but everyone wanted to see him play. Didn't get the reps. Obviously, we had Steele, Eichenberg, and stuff like that. Put him out on the field with a dude like Eichenberg. Like, let them work together so that way Hicks is prepared and stuff like that. Cody Simon, put him in. Like, get these young dudes in with the veteran guys who have been there and done that and get them more reps.
Well, another thing is I think during bowl practice, the younger guys are going to get pretty much probably all the reps. This is a time where when we were in bowl practice, I got a lot of reps when I was a younger guy just because, you're getting ready because you're preparing right now for next season.
Yep.
That's why I'm kind of like, some certain guys, you just kind of just tell them like, we're gonna throw the younger guys in the fire just to see where we at. Obviously, we want to win the game, but it's like, if we don't,
yeah. I don't know if I'd tell them to sit out, but I'd tell them to strap up, but just be prepared to be
Wouldn't
a coach
it be
from the
hard
sidelines.
though, Boom, if you're Travion, like you ball out, you obviously care about still winning. If you do feel good to sit, because when you're a player, you want to play, right? I understand the strategy, but would it be easy for you to sit prior to understand like being a pro? You know what I'm saying? Because the pro guys, I don't know, but I guess these guys are making money though too. I don't know. It's hard.
College football is basically the pros.
Yeah,
now.
it's true.
Yeah, but
I just answered my own
as
question.
as a player to like if they don't dress, I think that's different. But if they dress and sit back, it's honestly like them being up, hypothetically 45-0. You let the young dudes get in to get reps. You don't feel bad that you're not in the game. It's just you know what's going on. So
Tyler, Trey, we ain't heard from you guys very much. Talk to us.
I think they got to play. I think I think they got to play because you just think about, like, I know this is like the pro, like this is like professional sports, but then we still, like Boom said, like college sports is basically professional now with NIL. Like, I think you play because you think about a player like, this is a great example, but you think about a player like Michael Jordan or like someone that's going to be like, I'm going to be out there every single night. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm going to play because this is, like Michael Jordan said, this is entertainment to people. Someone paid their last $1 to come watch me play.
Facts.
I'm not saying it's the same for someone like Travion Henderson or something, but from an
though.
entertainment standpoint, from a business standpoint of the NCAA, ESPN, all that kind of stuff like that, though, they're still going to want those people to play. And I just think that people a lot of people are going to like look down on a lot of this NIL stuff because they're kids. Like, they're still kids to like a lot of people, and they're going to make decisions like going to the transfer portal, exploring all this kind of stuff because they're still learning. But though it is still, at the end of the day, like you said, a business because there's so much money involved now where they're making so much. They're kids, but they're still making so much more than most adults are.
The business only works when the motherfuckers play.
Exactly.
The dudes play.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking great point, Trey. But it is the truth. This morning I wasn't going to lift heavy, but I still lifted. You got to play. You got to be involved.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching the game to not see our top running back. I'm excited about seeing the guys behind, but I still want to blow out Missouri.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can.
So let Travion Henderson blow him out in the first half and then let
him sit like a normal game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you better believe Missouri is treating this game like it's state national championship.
100%.
And to have the opportunity to even play against Ohio State is like, if we can go out here and beat Ohio State, that gives them momentum for next year. Like, we just beat Ohio State. We could beat anybody.
No kidding.
Yep.
Facts.
They got a pretty good rusher too, right?
Also, I'm just going to say the Big Ten's probably like, hey, Ohio State, let's fucking beat the SEC because we got Michigan playing Bama. Probably ain't going to happen. Just saying.
I don't
Dude.
think Michigan's beating Bama.
I think
Don't give a
Ohio
fuck.
State in total is like 2-13 with one tie against SEC in bowl games. So they have to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter like all the transfer people leaving, declaring like they have to fucking win. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Ryan. I think it's going to be important for Ryan Day to have a strong showing.
Very much.
Going into next year. Obviously losing to Michigan doesn't help. So it is. I think it's going to be important for him.
Yeah, even with all the players, you still can't lose to Missouri.
Yeah,
You still can't lose the bowl game.
Yeah,
Absolutely
can't.
not.
And but I don't think even if we had our third string in, I still don't think it's going to happen. But
Hope not.
But I don't think Michigan's first string will be Bama. I think
Really?
they do got some sauce, but I think dude, Saban's a beast, man.
Dude, his speech before the last game, I fuck with it, bro. I'm starting to like him more and more. Just like he's
Saban,
like
at the end of the day, Saban's he's a college football OG.
yeah, he's a dog,
Yeah.
but
He's
he's
been
easy
there,
to
done
hate
that.
because he's almost like the Patriots or some shit. But that's how we are too.
He's easy to hate because he's
wins.
a winner.
I know,
But
but I fuck with like his message and just how they say that we're not who we used to be.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Like he just knew exactly. I don't want to see smiles on anyone's faces.
Yeah.
Da, 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 like, and even dude, the QB, he's chilling for the interview. He ain't smiling.
hey, you know
Because
what,
they
though?
got a for once, Bama got a chip. Like y'all think we lost it?
Oh well, I think Saban did a smart thing about benching the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, because
Yeah.
it was probably like the guy he knew he was that guy.
Yeah, he checked him
But
a
hold
little
on,
bit.
let me humble you a little bit.
Yeah,
And so when he got back out there, he went crazy.
yeah, he's a dog.
He got better every single week too.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single week he's got
The
that team's
poise
got
on
better.
that last throw against Auburn was awesome. Fourth and like 31. It was ridiculous.
Is he in a Hosmer?
No.
Okay,
No.
Who's going to win the Heisman?
probably dude from LSU.
Jaden
so?
Daniels.
No.
Crazy stats.
I think the kid from Washington. I think Penix.
I think Penix is winning it.
dude. He had so many injuries. It's been kind of a journeyman situation. He goes there and balls.
And he's got his team in the playoff too.
Yeah, I think he wins.
It's a
I think
narrative.
Marvin's the best player though.
Yeah.
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 He probably should win.
Hey, off subject.
Okay.
Did Kyle McCoy have to turn his car in once he transferred?
We should
They probably
ask.
called the
I'm
note on
assuming
that.
probably yeah. I mean, honestly, probably after like the Michigan loss.
If you
they're
think about
probably
all
like,
the
hey,
deals he
keep
had,
his
all
keys.
the all like his if you go on his page, it ain't nothing but ads
Yep.
for like Dr. Pepper, just all these different deals that he had, and you sit here and you go you go transfer. When you go there to transfer school, you're not about to have all that.
Somebody like Nebraska could probably offer him good money. But, I mean, there's going to be not probably like a whole line of people trying to do that. I don't know. I'd be interested to ask Cardell that. He would have probably insight on how that rocks.
I asked him, but I don't want to speak on it.
Yep.
So, all right, yeah, who you guys got? You guys got Bama or Michigan? I'm Roll Tide. Let's go.
Yeah, I told my guy I played with one of the strength coaches at Bama. I told him to send me some gear. So I
Oh,
could
yeah.
rock it.
Damn.
During the game.
I might order me a
You're
T-shirt.
going to be Roll Tide for
Oh,
a
you
day.
better
Dude,
believe it.
that whole week I'm gonna be Roll Tide.
You better believe it. People be talking about some. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Big Ten. The hell I ain't. Not Michigan. I root for the Big Ten all day.
You know what? But that's what losers from Michigan have been saying for the last like 15 years. So no, I ain't buying that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling like Saban's just going to win the national title.
Well, I don't know if y'all seen his daughter came out and said that if Saban wins the national championship this year, that he's going to retire.
Oh.
So there might even be some more juice.
So
They winning it for Coach.
So-
the last one for Coach.
yeah, so
Uh-oh.
it could be something where it might be a setup. You just don't know,
be.
man. The money situation, man, changes a lot of things. If you think about
Yeah.
it, FSU didn't get in, which is, in my opinion,
Some bullshit.
I don't think so.
No?
Because if they get in, who are they beating? Nobody.
Hey,
No.
Ohio State won a national championship with a third-string quarterback.
Whoa.
Cardale.
Cardale wasn't a typical third string quarterback.
None of our quarterback. Everybody was
But
first string
hey,
quarterback.
what I will say to the third string
They kept
quarterback,
bringing that up,
the whole
though.
thing is we saw Cardale
We saw
Cardale play one game. We saw Florida State's third string
Listen,
quarterback play one game.
Cardale-
We seen
59-0.
Cardale play
They
3
went
games.
they
Yeah,
went
bro.
59-0 and everybody knew what time it
59-0
was.
Yeah.
against people. People forget that Wisconsin defense was supposed to be the best defense in
Yes.
all of college football.
And he
They were
had
hyped up
60
Ohio
on
State
them.
wasn't going to score.
Florida State
Still.
struggled
Still.
to beat who they played.
Exactly.
Louisville.
Louisville.
No.
What was the score at halftime?
If
3
they
to
want,
nothing.
hey, if they wanted in, honestly, they would have had to beat. They
They should have beat them by at least 3
and
touchdowns.
that quarterback would have had to put up crazy
He
you
just
would have to show.
he wouldn't even have to have crazy numbers. If he would have had decent numbers, if he would have had 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, they probably would have got in.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
And I get it. They're Power 5. They were undefeated. But if you look at their schedule and look at the teams that they beat, I don't think any team that they beat won over 6 games this year.
Except for LSU.
LSU, that was it.
But they didn't turn out the way that they thought they might, you know. Florida State still ended
How
up
many
with the
games did
matchup they
Clemson
don't
win?
want.
Huh?
How many games did Clemson win?
They're over 500.
Yeah, they might have won. They lost 4 maybe.
Yeah,
They
I
beat
think they're like
Clemson.
8 and 4.
They beat Clemson.
It was early in the season too.
Yeah,
That's whenever Clemson was also they were supposed to be.
That's
good.
like
Yeah,
Texas
true.
beat Bama earlier in the season. You think Texas want to play Bama right now?
No.
I don't
Hell
think
no.
anybody does.
No one
especially
does.
Michigan off
Hey,
that reaction.
all right,
hey,
so-
I like how you reposted that thing from when they said they were playing Bama and the whole
Yeah.
Boom writes.
Oh.
Whoever recorded this shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have. Yeah, yeah. Because
Hey,
it got out.
So all right. So speaking of Texas, all right, who you guys rolling with? The Longhorns or the Huskies?
Washington.
First, hey, you said Bama going to win? I didn't hear everybody's
Yeah,
response.
Bama.
Bama? What do you? Bama?
Yeah.
He said Bama. What do you think,
Bama.
Bama? I'll just keep it entertaining. I think Michigan's going to win.
Really?
I think Washington's going to win.
I mean, I can
I want to
see
see
it,
Texas win.
but I ain't
just
Texas
saying
ain't
Michigan
bad.
all
And he
the
just
way.
went right off of it.
Yeah.
So
if Michigan beats Bama, just like how when we beat Bama, they're going to win a national title.
Yes.
so
Whoever
I-
beats Bama,
That
if
is
that
the national
happens,
championship.
it's either Bama or whoever beats Bama.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I think it's the way that the NCAA is set up nowadays. I think they want to see a rematch of Texas and Bama,
Uh-huh.
and I honestly feel
Oh yeah,
that's going. Come
that's
on, guys.
big dollars.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's
Washington ain't bringing the heat like
let's
Texas.
think about
did.
this now.
Yeah.
The business side of it, and Texas travels.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they do.
They have a crazy fan base.
With all
Bama.
kinds of money.
Yep.
Bama has a
Yeah.
crazy fan base.
True.
The numbers would be crazy for that, and that's another thing. People, it's like FSU. They've had a lot of down years, and I feel like they kind of lost they pop that they had, from back in the
90s.
day. Yeah, and they really haven't had that. So it's like, okay, you have them in the playoffs. Are they gonna really try? Are they gonna travel like that? Are they gonna bring a lot of money? And it's like, if you put them in, a lot of people probably wouldn't even watch because it's like the quarterback's not playing. So why would we watch this? We know they're gonna lose the game.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing that
I agree. I will say there was a lot of Florida State fans at Pitt.
Yeah.
Was there?
You should have came
traveled
down
well.
the tomahawk
There
chop.
was.
You'd have a different feeling
doing
about
the
Florida
tomahawk
State.
chop would be good, but I will say is if they were getting beat by 20, it would be a very deflating tomahawk.
It would be a
chop.
very
It would lose its stuff. I'm so in a matchup like this, Texas Washington, I like to start out by analyzing the colors of the school. This is a great uniform matchup. Obviously, the purple and gold against the Texas orange and the white. I think it's going to be sick.
Yeah.
But I think Texas. I think people are underestimating the mullet factor.
Of
I think
Ewers?
Yeah,
Just
they got a lot of
Sark in general,
yeah, they got
dude.
a lot of mullets in that fan base, and I think there's something to be said about dudes who got good mullets, country boys. They're riding. They're literally grabbing the bull by the horns. So I'm going Longhorns.
Fun
Does it make Ohio State fans mad that yours is leading Texas to?
See,
the
but
college football playoffs?
I also always knew Ewers should have been a Texas boy.
He was a pump fake at Ohio
He
State.
came for the money.
He got that
100%.
million.
He was literally like he was already a Texas legend coming out of high school.
Yeah.
He came to Ohio State for the money.
But honestly, I don't think he ever got the
I
money.
don't think he got the money.
He had to play to get the money. So once he didn't play, he like,
Shit,
Yeah,
some
like-
oil person will pay him $1 million
He's
down
good
there.
now.
Like honestly,
Oh,
he probably
he-
he should have been protected from the jump.
yeah, he getting the bag up there in Texas.
I feel worse. I feel more hurt about Joe Burrow
Oh
Yeah,
my
than
God.
Quinn
Yeah,
Ewers.
how could
For
I'll
sure.
put a 1,000,000%.
for sure,
He
because
conquered
he
the
stayed. For,
And he's a true Ohio kid too.
yeah,
So
He conquered
that
the
one,
world
that
after
one slid
Yeah.
by us.
Fun fact, Sark, Texas coach, he used to coach at Washington. He took over a terrible program as their head coach. That dude's had a lot of good opportunities. He's going to try to squeeze this one.
yeah, I'm speaking of Florida State. I'm very excited to watch this Florida State Georgia game. You're not,
I mean, yeah, but like they
No.
ain't excited. They're not excited at all.
dude. But neither
Kirby got snubbed after
That's what I'm
2
saying.
years in a row.
both teams
30
should be
games.
pissed off.
Yeah,
they're gonna be pissed
Kirby's
off,
more
but
pissed.
Georgia is probably gonna break them in half.
3 points, bro. 3
That's a bad
points
draw
away.
for Florida State.
Yes.
And that's probably.
Honestly, we should have
I was
played
honestly kind of
Florida
hoping.
State.
I was
hoping that we
yeah.
played
because that'd be
Florida State or Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hoping for Florida State.
Florida State would have been good because it's two two like storied programs.
Yeah.
It would have
It
been,
would have been
it'd
good
been
fan
better
bases,
matchup than Missouri.
way better matchup.
no kidding.
I mean, Kyle McCord is yeah.
Yeah.
Two good programs, two bad quarterbacks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like literally everything besides the quarterback on both those teams is legit.
Hey, good
So-
thing though. Like right there, so Buckeyes are 7. Right behind them, Oregon is at 8. Dude, they play Liberty. How bad
Yeah.
would that be? Just like, you're
We
playing
got to play
Liberty.
fucking Liberty.
Oh.
That's who
How,
they're playing?
hey, but how
Oh.
awesome? How
Well,
awesome is that
Liberty's
for Liberty
like
though?
12 and 13 and 0 though.
That's
I
who
mean,
Oregon's
yeah.
playing.
Yeah,
Oregon,
but
Ohio State would have been interesting too.
It would have.
That'd have been fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, we need another commercial break. We'll be right back. And we're
We're
back. All right, Cole, what do you got?
Yeah, I think let's just go down through some of these bowl games, maybe give a pick, maybe throw together a parlay, a little betting action. We haven't done that in a minute.
I like
it. Let's start out with our sheet right here. Saturday, December 23rd, start of bowl season, Troy at Duke. And now Boom just said, in matchups like these, who the hell knows what's going on? Again, big color guy.
Yeah.
I always go back to the uniforms, school colors.
I'm going Duke. They're actually building a football kind of more serious type of thing down there.
I mean,
they got a
yeah.
good quarterback, right?
Yeah. At
So I
some
think-
point,
Yeah,
we were,
Duke can play.
people were talking about
That's
Duke
what I'm saying.
being a team.
They weren't talking about Troy.
Yo,
They had
Duke-
college game day
Hey,
at Duke.
also, I'm
this year.
just saying Duke is underdogs by 7.5. Their money line is plus 245. Right now.
I would take
so-
them. I would take Duke.
There you go.
All right, bet.
Who you
Start
got?
the parlay off right.
I'm rolling with Duke. Consensus vote, Duke. All right,
All right.
let's go. Arkansas State, Northern Illinois. Who knows what this is going to be
Well,
like?
so this isn't.
What bowl game is that,
Uh,
Cole?
I don't.
It's a Camellia Bowl.
Camellia.
The what?
The
The
Camellia Bowl.
Yeah,
you
the
never heard of the
Chameleon
Camellia Bowl?
Hey,
Chameleon.
so OU's
We need
not
to
a-
look up. We need to look up.
Hey, can we replace Northern
What's the
Illinois with
least
OU?
amount we could pay to have our own bowl game?
Yeah, put him on
A
there.
lot.
Sorry, it got cut off.
the Boomcast Bowl game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
there
here,
you
you want me-
OU plays Saturday, December 16th against Georgia Southern in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which is
going-
oh, hell
which
yeah.
is like a home game for Ohio fans.
Hey, OU's the dogs right now. They're plus 3.5.
Yeah,
Plus
without your
136
team,
money line.
you still taking them without their roster?
Yeah, ride or die.
All right.
All right, adding OU
Treadway
to the
bets
list.
on emotion.
All right, yeah, here. All right, here.
Purely.
All right, here. Let's just go first take, rapid vote. How about each one of us will take a pick for these first games because they're really not that great.
Okay.
So, Boom, you're at Arkansas State and Northern Illinois. Who do you got?
Represents a Mac, boom.
No, sorry. Arkansas State.
All right, Arkansas State it is. James Madison at Air Force. This matchup might be kind of interesting.
James Madison.
I'm going with
James
James
Madison.
Madison purely on the hype around Pat McAfee when he was there.
They
Love
lost
that.
their coach
Love that.
though, so
Great
they might
reasoning.
be down. They might be down. They lost their coach.
And
Great
shout
reasoning.
out to Pat.
All right, here we go. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. We got Georgia State and Utah State.
Hey,
Utah State.
Hey, Utah State can play.
their
It's a-
quarterback's a fucking Navy SEAL now.
Oh.
They're good.
It's a
Love
shame that OU's not in this because one of the most historic photos of all time is Frank Solich getting French fries dumped on him at the end of the game.
Jeez.
All right, good stuff. Next up, we got South Alabama, Eastern Michigan in the
Should have been
60
68 or
Yeah,
sorry,
69.
69.
They're in the 68 Ventures. Yeah, scratch that.
South-
69 Ventures Bowl.
South Alabama.
South Alabama. Yep, they are minus 15.5.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan's trash.
All right. Next up, we got Utah at Northwestern.
Utah.
all day.
Sorry, Brian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northwestern
Sorry.
struggling.
They're
Hate to see
terrible.
it.
Yeah.
Coast Carolina at San Jose State in the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl.
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal.
Yep. Taking that. All right. Next up, crazy matchup in the Quick Lane Bowl. Bowling Green at Minnesota.
This is the one I wanted OU to be in because it's in Detroit, and I wanted to play Minnesota because we would have beat them.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Hey,
roll with Minnesota.
sorry, real quick. Minnesota. Didn't PJ Fleck in Minnesota just offer Devin Brown, and then that's when he tweeted the burning the ships? I think they did. He said, "Nah, I turned it down."
Interesting.
Burning fucking ships. All right,
Interesting.
Can you just offer guys that aren't in the portal?
I guess.
It's the Wild West. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like
So wait, who do we take, BG
Yeah.
or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
I like PJ Fleck, by the way.
Yeah. Fun fact, the DC that was at Minnesota graduated from my high school and is now the head coach of Wyoming. Just took that job. Just a random
Get
fact.
some.
All right.
Barstool Bowl.
Yeah. Next up, Texas State at Rice in the First Responder Bowl.
Ooh.
If Rice's quarterback didn't have to medically retire, I'd say Rice.
Texas State's favorite -4.5. Texas
Texas
State,
State.
I believe, also has some pretty fire uniforms,
They do.
if I'm correct. So
Texas State.
It's a battle of Texas.
here we go in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl.
UNLV.
Shout out.
What did you say?
The Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Rate. I'm saying rate.
Whoa!
With a T.
Guaranteed rate.
Yeah, with the T.
R-A-T-E.
R-A-T-E.
That was close. UNLV.
Kansas at
You,
UNLV.
hey, your Ohio,
you-
Ohio
yo, yo.
Valley fucking accent.
Yeah,
didn't
watch
help
out.
you.
Sorry.
That guaranteed
Watch-
rate.
watch out.
UNLV.
It's you take it. UNLV is dogs.
They're dogs.
Plus 11.5.
No, they're winning.
Are you sure? Are you
Fuck yeah, they had a crazy. You guys can say Kansas, but I'm putting UNLV
I got
on mine.
UNLV too.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's roll. All right. Wednesday,
Tulane.
December 27th, we got Virginia Tech at Tulane in the Military Bowl.
Tulane,
Tulane.
Yeah.
Yep. North Carolina at West Virginia, the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
West Virginia.
Drake May's out. West Virginia.
West
it
by
is.
God.
Man, this is a great uniform matchup too. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, West Virginia. If they wear the country road jerseys,
Country
too,
roads take me
man.
home.
Oh yeah.
I'm unaware of what you're talking about.
They got some fire alternates. Louisville at USC. In the-
Louisville.
Louisville.
Yep.
Well, is USC
Trash.
They just suck. Caleb Williams ain't gonna play. They went
Oh, so
7.
he's not playing.
They went
Yeah.
7-5 with him.
Yeah, they're bad.
Get
Yeah,
the
they're-
fuck
they're
out.
not
That's
good.
when he was crying to his mom.
Yeah,
They're not
He knew
good.
he's done.
All right, Texas A&M at Oklahoma State in the Tax Act Texas Bowl.
Nah.
Texas forever.
You're rolling with A&M. A&M is favorited.
Nah.
Oklahoma State's ranked.
I'm going.
I like the
Oklahoma
guaranteed
State.
mortgage rate bowl.
Oklahoma State got smoked in the championship game.
All right,
That's
well,
all right. Texas
all right.
A&M sucks.
So who we taking?
You guys can say whatever.
What is it?
I'm taking Oklahoma State. Their coach has a
Texas
fucking
A&M,
mullet for
Oklahoma
20
State.
years.
I watched.
I
I
bet.
watched Oklahoma State, Oklahoma game. Like they're not terrible. Was that?
It was just a bad matchup for them against Texas. Like they just had their
Yeah.
number.
Maybe
Texas
that's
A&M
the-
is
maybe
in
that's
shambles
the-
though.
Oklahoma State?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas,
SMU.
Texas A&M's in shambles. They're going to do some weird dance or something before the game.
Here's what's
They're so
interesting
weird.
about this next one. Number one, it's wasabi, but it's in the Fenway Bowl and Boston College. That's a home game for them. Are they winning? They losing?
It's at Fenway.
Yeah.
It's at
What? Who
Fenway.
is it?
Boston College.
Against
SMU.
SMU.
There's no way Boston College is losing.
No,
at
no, no,
Fenway.
no. And SMU, they're fucking warm right now where they're at. They're going to come up in there. There's going to be snow in that bowl game. They're done.
Yep.
That's a cool game.
SMU got – this
Yeah.
is also a good uniform matchup, by the way. SMU's got some fire
You can pick SMU.
I might have to go to that game.
I'll
Man,
take Boston
for a
College. I mean,
dollar.
it's at
That'd be
Fenway
cool.
Park.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a
Dude,
home game.
I went to the Pinstripe Bowl last year at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, he was like, hey, I got
And it
tickets
was
for
Minnesota.
$1.
Yeah, Minnesota versus Syracuse, and it was cool.
There's no way Boston College is going to lose this game.
Lose at Fenway?
home
No,
in
no,
Fenway.
no.
Fuck. You get your
Damn.
scholarship. Your scholarships taken.
All right, Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. This one's at Yankee Stadium. Rutgers at Miami.
Miami.
Oof.
Playing
Think so?
Playing in New York City?
Home game for Rutgers.
Because that's a home game for Rutgers. For
Miami,
sure,
you might
based
be
compared
right.
to Miami, but
Hey, Greg Schiano might have those boys ready.
Good.
Italian.
I'm rolling with
going to
Rutgers.
who you going? Rutgers.
I'm going Rutgers.
Yeah.
I'm taking a plus, whatever Miami.
No, Rutgers is
spread.
dogs.
Rutgers is
Rutgers
is
is
the
dogs.
dogs.
Oh, well, I have the option to put a plus on there. I'm going to do it.
All right. Next up, the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Pop-Tarts Bowl.
No,
Get the
NC
fuck-
State with Kansas State.
NC State, Kansas State, their quarterback, he just went in the portal. He ain't playing. NC State's higher ranked. They're winning.
All right, NC State. They are also dogs. So this odds I can't see right now. I got so many slips, but it might be pretty fire. All right, the Alamo Bowl, Arizona, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Arizona. Oklahoma lost their quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Dylan
that's right,
Gabriel
he's
was in
out.
the portal.
He's going to Oregon.
All right.
Really?
Yeah, probably. Sorry, you guys say whatever.
Are you
I'm just,
reporting
I'm
that?
just
Are you
spouting.
reporting that?
I
right now?
forgot
Who we
Gabriel
taking?
was in the
I am.
portal.
He's visiting
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Arizona.
Yep.
All right, Arizona it is. Next up, we got the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, Clemson with Kentucky.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson's favorite.
Clemson was a
stock. You better
Love that. Oh, here we go. This is a matchup I will definitely be tuning into. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Fuck
Oregon
yes.
State, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Oregon State
Notre
lost their
Dame.
quarterback, lost their coach.
Notre Dame.
Dude, think about you're Notre Dame and you're in the what bowl?
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Shout out Frostflake.
Flakes.
Yeah. Shit
Notre
bangs.
Dame's more than good.
Love that. All right. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Memphis, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Yeah, easy. Good
Iowa
year.
State scored 6 points in Athens, Ohio this year.
Fuck
All
it,
right, here
they're
we
better.
go. Here we go, guys. Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Missouri, Ohio State. Ohio State dogs right now.
Dogs?
Dogs. Plus 1.5, money lines with plus 102.
It's because they lost all their fucking people. I'm still riding Buckeyes.
Yeah, Buckeyes.
Buckeyes.
100%.
Don't say
Buckeyes.
nothing else.
Then
Don't
here
say
we
nothing
go.
else.
All right, all right, here we go. We're getting into the good stuff now. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Ole Miss, Penn State.
Ole Miss.
Oh,
I haven't seen Ole Miss play
I
this
think
year.
I'm gonna just take Ole Miss because I
Yep.
just feel like Penn State is broken.
Yeah.
Once they lose to, I always say this: once Penn State lose to Ohio State or Michigan, their season is just destroyed.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Going Ole Miss, going SEC, huh?
All right, the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl, Auburn, Maryland.
don't say that
Maryland.
again. don't say that again.
I'm just saying.
What is it?
The Trans Perfect.
Oh, ain't no such thing.
Music City Bowl, Auburn, Maryland.
Are
Tua.
you being serious?
I
Tua.
swear to you. I
yeah,
swear to you.
Trans perfect.
All right.
What are you doing?
All right, who we taking? I'm
hate
taking.
itching.
I'll take it Tua.
Yeah, we can't scratch it.
I'm
To his
taking.
brother.
I'll take Maryland. All right, Capital One Orange Bowl, Georgia, Florida State.
Don't even worry
Georgia.
about it.
Florida
Yeah.
State.
Next.
Oh,
Huh?
hey, I actually have too many bets in my slip, by the way. So,
That's all right.
all right, whatever.
This is only 20, right?
25.
5.
Okay.
We'll peel off some other small
Oh,
shit.
you're making it legitly
Oh, yeah, I
as
was
you're talking.
trying.
I like that.
All right, yeah,
Fuck with
Georgia is actually, what are they at? They are minus 14, by the way, so
Florida State's cover.
it's tough. All right, here we go. The
boy.
Barstool Arizona Bowl,
Treadway.
Toledo, Wyoming. This matchup, I think Wyoming will win because of that devastating loss they took to the Bobcats last year.
Toledo's quarterback's in the portal.
So Wyoming.
Wyoming?
Yeah.
Yep, I got Wyoming.
Yeah, they're not going to lose 2 years in a row.
Nope.
Okay.
Especially with the Barstool.
Those
boys
kids
down
care
there.
too much about
They
that
care
bowl
too
game.
much, yeah.
That's
Yep.
probably like that's a huge marketing thing for them because the kids care more than the rest of college football probably
Yeah.
cares.
I'm just sad that Parker Titsworth won't be, playing in the
Hey,
ball.
remind me his jersey number.
69.
That's right.
So good.
Love that guy. All right, the Bella Quest Bowl. We got Wisconsin, LSU.
LSU.
As a what's his face? Jaden Daniels. Is he gonna play?
I don't know.
They just-
Either way, I think LSU
Yeah.
wins. Sorry.
Yeah, LSU. The Verbo Fiesta Bowl, Liberty, Oregon.
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 Dude,
Yeah, Oregon's minus 15.5 on this. Damn. All right, the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, Iowa, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee all the
Easy.
way.
Iowa can't even score a touchdown.
The line is at 35.5. Taking the under. All right, Bama, Michigan,
Bama.
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 Texas, Washington.
Texas.
Go Dogs.
My dude.
Who wins that matchup? Texas or Bama? Who's the national champs?
Is it still a 4-point
Bama.
spread?
It is 4.5.
4.5.
It's hard to
Oh.
beat a team twice.
Yeah.
Bama it is.
Boy.
I think Washington will win, but I think Bama will still win the national championship
Yeah,
no matter who they play.
That's what I think too.
I'm gonna make a few parlays with this one.
I think Washington is going to win also, but I think Bama ultimately is going to win the national championship, and Nick Saban
So-
is going to retire.
oh.
Yep. So if you follow our bets and you get up to 25 bet slips, just like I did, the last one I took was Auburn, Maryland. If you bet $10, you will win $397,204,219.
this is
Golly.
not financial
Might be
advice.
worth it.
I'm doing that.
Might be worth a sprinkle.
Yeah, it might be
Dude, you
worth
could put $1 on it.
I'm placing
We
it right
would
now,
be.
guys.
Hey,
Put 10
listen, we
cents
would
on
go
it.
down
That's the
in
OG.
history as the best podcast, betting podcast on the planet. If anybody actually took that bet and it worked.
What's
Heard it here.
We would travel our podcast every week
Yes.
to a different island,
Yeah, yeah.
and we're gonna
Hey,
start off at
honestly,
a island.
You could come to my island.
Yeah, that's why I said we're gonna go
okay.
to different islands.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we could be buying the coaching staff for the Buckeyes.
What platform are you on? Winning $3 fucking million something or other. FanDuel's like you can't
FanDuel.
get more than $1 million. You got some crazy unlocked feature.
Unless I can't. That says 39,720,000.
I thought the biggest payout you could get was $1 million.
Put 50 shit on there.
Not if you hit this
Maybe at
parlay,
one
bro.
time.
All right.
I don't know. I can't even place the bets.
They probably took it off.
Oh,
because they're
max
like,
win. Yeah, max wins $1 million.
Yeah.
Somebody must
Motherfuckers.
have got him.
Yeah.
All right.
It was going to be us
Yeah, yeah.
right now.
All right. Yeah.
What if you
how much
tease
for
it?
$1 million?
Hey, let's talk real quick just on speculation. If you guys are okay with it, let's think here. Like that Dylan Gabriel, the Oklahoma quarterback, he's in the portal, right? Likely trending towards Oregon, right? The Riley Leonard from Duke, he's got a 2-day visit to Notre Dame. Like they're like, we'll keep you in the church overnight. You come back the next day, we'll feed you again.
He gets
He's
to meet
probably
the
going
priest.
there. Yeah, you get don't talk to him too long.
Get some of that nun action.
Ooh, boy. He's like, yep, I am here. I'm ready, coach. Yeah, what are we going to get? So Cam Ward,
Yeah.
the dude from Arkansas, like who's going? The dude from UCLA, who's going to the
I
Buckeyes?
think one of the two.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not UCLA, but the Arkansas dude or Cam Ward. You
I think the guy one of the three.
one of the three. It's still kind of up in the air, right?
Yeah.
Can't
So
really
who's
tell.
starting the bowl game? Devin Brown, probably?
Yeah. If I had to guess.
Or is it the other kid?
Keenholz?
Keen Holtz or whatever.
Yeah.
Is
I would
Devin
like
Brown-
to see him play, actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would too.
Was Keenholz, was he the one that won like 3 champs at South Dakota? Is he from South Dakota?
Yeah.
I believe so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he looked good, but
He's a hell of an athlete, I'll tell you that.
That's what
I just
the
wanna see
hoop,
someone
that's
who
what
can
Kirby was saying.
baseball.
He can do like 360 dunks and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I just want to see someone who can ball.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah. I fuck with it.
what do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think we wrap it up. You got any closing thoughts?
Hey,
Daniel?
man, go Bucks. We're going to be good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the guys transferring. To those guys, good luck wherever you land. When you come back and you play in the shoe, we make sure you don't do nothing. But, yeah, go Bucks.
Future looks bright.
It does. All right, well, make sure you take that parlay. That's the Boom Squad. I'm your boy, Corey G, and this is Daniel Boom Herron, and we are out.